We love to major in the minors. And what that saying means is we focus on stuff that doesn't really matter because it's often novel or it's somebody swears by it, which, like so much of this, everybody, is placebo effects. When you believe in something, it will have a positive effect on you. That's the cool part about the human brain. The tricky part about that is if somebody else doesn't believe it, it's not going to have a positive effect on them. And that's okay. But most of the time, there are things which usually look like principles that we can apply to our situation that will ultimately get us moving in the direction of our goals. I talked to one of my clients this morning about nutrition, and she was just, to be honest, like really confused about like what she should do. And we broke it down, and it really came down to a switch flip for her. It's like, am I eating enough? Am I getting some protein? Am I eating fruits and veggies? And if those things are in place, a lot of good's going to happen, especially when you look at how many people either overfuel, meaning they eat too many calories, that it leads to a negative adaptation, which is essentially excessive adipose tissue, right? Or people undereat and they don't have enough energy available to do the things they want to do, and they feel relatively miserable, and that leads to all sorts of problems. Like when we got to that point where she's like, oh, if I eat like a fruit or veggie at every meal and I try to get more protein in at every meal, I'm going to be on the way to like feeling better and fueling myself. She started to like see the principles of nutrition apply in any situation, as long as like we're meeting our energy demands and that we feel good with what we're doing. And people's placebo effects about what they're doing often contribute to that feeling of good. Also, people like to be right. And when something works for somebody because they believe in it, we often tell other people that they should try it as well. And I've done this too. Everybody does this. This is kind of what it is to be a human. But focusing on the things that don't seem to change is often the best thing we can do, right? So, hey, strength training, super beneficial for us. It can look like a lot of different things. It usually looks like lifting weights at a relatively high intensity for some amount of volume consistently 3 times a week, right? Cardiovascular conditioning, hey, ride a bike, go for walks at a fast interval, do some runs, that type of stuff. Working on different levels of intensity with that type of conditioning can be really beneficial. Go to sleep, eat enough food, find people that you enjoy being around, and hang out with those people. The stuff that really matters is pretty evident if we just focus on it and don't get too distracted by all the marketing and all the BS that's out there. That's all I got for today. Don't major in the minors. Peace.